Hi, I'm Terry McDonald for the McDonald Group and eXp Realty here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks for watching today. I was asked on Wednesday, I was out with a beer with a client, and we weren't there about 2 minutes when the question came real loud. Terry, what in the hell is going on with this market out there? What's the real estate market like here in Charlotte? And I heard it, and I've heard it before, more similar, but this was pretty loud and powerful. So I'm going to take a few minutes and talk about it. The Charlotte market is still remarkably strong and steady. That is contrary to everything you are hearing on the news. The news is talking about the national story, and the national story for housing isn't pretty. Home prices began to fall in June, and that's really in the face of headwinds, almost hurricane gale force winds of much higher interest rates. Our interest rates are 50% higher than they were in the spring, and that has an effect. There's no question, has an effect on demand. So home prices are usually a function of supply and demand. That's forced demand down, and that's forced home prices down across much of the country. Has it happened here in Charlotte? Well, no, not in the main, not across any big averages. We've got numbers through the end of August, so that's through 3 weeks ago, and the numbers are really still quite strong and quite steady. And I tell people all the time that's the strength of our underlying economy here. Home prices here raised because more people wanted to come than we had houses for. That's why home prices went up. There was more people trying to buy houses, many more. Sometimes in the spring, we had as many as 8 and 10 offers on a home for every home that we had for sale. So while home sales are trending down around the country, and if you look at the blog post this is attached to, then you'll notice that they've got it at the top 10 list, and some of them are pretty dramatic. But Charlotte isn't anywhere in there. Why is that? Well, because we've got the strong underlying economy that continues to generate jobs. So let's talk about the numbers here in Charlotte for a minute. The first and most significant one that people point to is, wow, 24% fewer sales. That's not a good thing for our local economy. There's no doubt about it. That means 1 out of 4 from a year ago, there's that many fewer deals in the system. That really works out to a lot of money in our local economy, and that's something that I'm going to keep my eye on. But home prices themselves, home prices are up 16% year over year. That's not too bad by anybody's standard. Interestingly, though, it's not quite as high as it was a couple months ago when it was over 21%. So it is going up. Home prices are still up high, but they're not going up quite as fast. Another key number in the stats is the days on market, and that's gone up a whole day. So it's still a convenient time to sell, with homes averaging 5 days on market to be sold, which means there's plenty that get sold in 1 day, and then others that take a few weeks. Then another interesting stat here is also the days on market. Oh yeah, the percent of sales sold. So a couple months ago, the average here in Charlotte was we were selling about 101% of list. So we were selling over ask most of the time. Well, today that's fallen back to a more historical average, which is something like 96.5 or 96.7%. So that is a drop from where it was, but sellers are still getting good prices. That's about our historical average here in Charlotte. All that's to say is, if you need to move or you want to move, it's still a good time to move. And here in Charlotte, and I expect that's going to continue. That'll be a different topic for a different video. But Charlotte has remained relatively recession-proof, relatively, and I'll prove that in my next video to you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Terry McDonald with the McDonald Group and eXp Realty, in partnership with my son Bobby, and we're still out here working every day for you. Bye now.